We're going to talk about the condo real estate market and what happened in the month of May right now. This is Melody Wilson with the RE/LIFE team at RE/MAX Elite, and thank you so much for tuning in and watching our condo market update. We're going to get to that right now, but don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of the new videos. So, what is happening with the condo real estate market and what is happening with the condo market more specifically? Now, CMHC made a huge change as of June 3rd, 2020. They have made a massive change in terms of mortgage qualifications for anyone putting less than 20% down, which is a lot of people when they're buying condos. So what are we going to do and what's going to happen? Well, what's happening is if you qualified for a $300,000 mortgage, you're now qualified for $260,000, which is going to make a big difference. You as a seller may have more opportunity because now they can afford your product, and maybe we're looking at single family homes before, now they're looking at condos. If you're a buyer, you may be entering condo market and you weren't planning on it and you're hoping to get a single family and now you're stuck in the condo market. So the listing absorption rate is extremely low right now for the condo market. It's lower than it was last year at this time, and as you know, the chances of selling condos is already quite low, but man, we are in the single digits right now. We are lower than we were for the month of May than we were last month of May. And when you look at the previous month, we've come up a little bit, so your chances of selling from April went up slightly, but we are extremely low for the condo market sales. The average price for condos has really taken a hit. If you look at what it was last year versus this year, even from the previous month, the average price is very low for condos right now. So as a seller, you're gonna have to see if you really need to sell your property and take a look as a buyer if you're willing to take the risk to buy a condo, because condos are for a very specific lifestyle. If it makes sense for you, then you have an opportunity because the price is at an all-time low. If you take a look at the last 10-year price trend, you'll see that we have trended quite low this year. We're only in the month of May for these statistics, and it is really low. If you just look over the last 10 years, we have been dropping, and I suspect we will continue to drop in the next 6 months of 2020. So if you take a look at the active listing and what is for sale, you'll notice that because of what's going on with the pandemic, there's a lot of people that held back from listing their homes, but then in the month of May, when things started to open up again with the economy, people started to put their places on the market. So from April to May, we've had more listings come on the market. We are less listings than we were last year. When you look at the sold, we definitely have more sales in the month of May than we did in April, but April was such a slow month that it's very easy to beat that. If you take a look over year, we definitely have less sales than we did last year. Average days on market is 72. We haven't had any change from last month. We are much higher than we were last year. So as a seller for a condo, you have to keep in mind, compared to last year, it's gonna take you more time. You're probably gonna sell for even less than you wanted. Last year, you probably didn't like the number you got. This year, you're not gonna like it even more. So in order to sell your condo, not only do you have to be aggressive in pricing and marketing, you're just gonna have to be patient as well, because there's a lot of inventory on the market and not as many buyers. Now, when July 1 becomes effective, when they change those rules, you may see once buyers become psychologically more okay and accepting that they may have to buy a condo or a lower price point, you may see your odds of selling potentially increase because of what people are actually able to afford to purchase. So the market distribution for condos is under 200,000. That's a majority of condo sales. If you're looking for a condo that is concrete construction build, you're not going to find anything in that price range. Usually those range in the 300 and up range. Obviously, again, with the CMHC rule changes and the pressure of the market, of the demand and the lack of the demand, we may see those prices drop. Wood frame is usually what you see in that under 200,000 price range, and also the older condos is what you see in that. Now keep in mind the condo fees when you're looking at under 200,000 tend to be quite high. They tend to be over $500 a month. When you're buying a newer condo, the condo fees typically are lower, and then they do start to slowly creep up. Hopefully that answers some of your questions about what is going on in the condo real estate market for Edmonton. This was only the market stats for the month of May. If you have any questions about buying a condo, selling a condo, be sure to comment down below if I've missed anything. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next month.